Just how things have gone the first 2 weeks of camp. You're about the midpoint, and are you seeing what you want to see?
Yeah, I think it's gone really well. I think our guys came out here and played hard. Today we went a lot of plays. I thought there was, both sides of the ball at times did good things, executed well, and then there was times where we got improved. So I think it'll be a great tape to watch, really go in and learn from it, and then get all the little details down that we have to get done.
What are some of the areas of the most significant improvement this year?
I think defensive line is probably one of the biggest ones that really sticks out at you right now, the way how hard they're playing, they're making plays. I think just our depth at receiver really helps, and just overall I think our depth all the way around, but I think probably the biggest one, if you had a single one thing, out would be our defensive front.
And you've had an infusion of new players there too. You've
yeah,
lost
we
some
have.
good ones.
Those guys are, Akeem's playing really well. Ari made a huge play down here today. So those guys are doing a good job. Ty Graham's really doing a good job at outside linebacker. So some of the new players are doing good, but then a lot of the guys that are just back are playing. Twain's been playing well, and Kevin Shelton had a couple plays. Guys are just playing well right now.
What do you want to see over the next 2 weeks?
Well, that's where we got to get all the little things right. We had some simple mistakes out here today, and we got to really make sure we get all that fine-tuned and we know exactly what we're doing and improve on everything.
Can you talk a little bit about the offensive line play, maybe the protection that they're getting?
Yeah, I think there was times they were good. There was times actually that I expect more out of them. There's 4 of them returning, and I think we've had a really good camp. I got to go watch the tape, to be honest with you, but there was a couple times today that I think they can play better.
Can you talk about the practice today and some of the things that you saw that you liked, and maybe some things that you would like to see better?
I thought there was a lot of guys flying around on both sides of the ball. It was good to see us come out here with a lot of energy. Focus was pretty good for the most part on both sides of the ball as well. Good to see the defense making plays. Good to see them start to do that. Offense, we made a lot of plays today, but we got to get better in the critical zone. But I think a lot of positives out here today.
You're about the midpoint of camp. Talk about the progression so far, and then what still needs to happen over the next couple of weeks until you play Montana State.
It's all about really getting our technique down for this next week and start to prepare for Montana State. These 2 weeks we're hammering technique, and we got to keep doing that until we perfect it. We get to the point where it's second nature, and once we do that, we start getting ready for our games this year and start getting ready for the season.
How do you feel to be back out?
Feels good. I was a little nervous at first, but over these last couple of weeks, I've started to feel a lot better. Started to feel like I get my legs back under myself. Started to feel like myself again. It was a rough couple months, but now that I'm back, I feel better than ever and ready to go.
So you probably don't notice who's making plays on defense so much, but your little brother did a pretty good job. Can you talk about having him here and maybe if you noticed his play today?
It's awesome. I watch him all the time. I'm making sure I'm keeping an eye on number 40. He's doing a great job. He's really grown a lot since last year. I think the red shirt was good for him. He's gotten a lot faster, a lot stronger. You can just tell the work's paying off for him. So it's exciting to see a family member have success, start to really see the hard work come to fruition. So it's good to see that, and I'm happy for him.
What about some of the young guys on offense who might be starting to percolate to the top?
There's so many guys. We've got so much depth there. Once we get the injuries kind of under wraps, we'll be pretty good. But you got those 2 freshmen, Luckett and Chris Hunter.
Great job,
they're just continuing to get better. Thank you. It's exciting to see. We got a lot of young talent here now, and the future's bright, and the season, I'm looking forward to it.
The practice today and some of the things that you saw that you liked and some of the things that you think you guys are going to need to be improving on in the next couple weeks.
The greatest thing I like about this team right now and this defense and offense is that right now we all just running, and we got more effort than we ever seen out here, and we all trying to become gap sound and assignment sound, and we all just trying to be the best we can be.
Can you maybe give a little bit of an assessment of the defense's play today?
Today we had a lot of red zone opportunities that the offense brought down, and we kind of held it to field goals, which is better than on a touchdown.
So now this is the second season in the 3-4 defense. What do you see there that you like and maybe makes it fun to play?
It's able to put more talent on the field and more speed, bringing in like a stand-up D-end that can actually move and cover curl flats is a lot better than someone that's just rushing all the time. So we appreciate that. We appreciate that everyone can fly to the ball a lot easier with 3 linemen instead of 4.
Do you see a lot more continuity with more returning players all the time?
We got a lot of returns here, so a lot of people are starting to learn the defense, and it's just getting it going again. Since this off season, we've been training at 4 o'clock, just knowing our assignments